Welcome. This is a 30-minute express flow, and we're gonna start. So we do need two blocks. A blanket and strap would be nice to have as well. And it looks like we have Seamus, you might be on already. I just can't see if you are joined or not, which is okay. Um, and we also, I know we have people replaying this, okay? So let's begin. We're going to come down to hands and knees and tabletop position. So stack shoulders underneath your wrists and stack knees underneath your hips, all right? And just take a moment here, please, to make sure that you are symmetrical, meaning that your hands are shoulder width, your knees are hips distance, and generally you feel supported when you press the hands, the shins, and the tops of your feet down against the floor. As you inhale, extend your chest forward for cow spine. As you exhale, round for cat spine. And again, inhale, reach the chest forward to the upper arms. Keep your arms straight. Broaden the collarbones away from each other. Lift your chin. Lift the sitting bones up. And then as you exhale, reverse around the upper spine. Push the floor away. Let your head hang freely. And then draw the tailbone down to the knees and tilt the pelvis back. A few more just like that on your own. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Come to a tabletop position. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Left arm goes over to the right. Slowly start to bring the left shoulder down to the floor. Head can come down. And you can press into your right hand to roll onto the outer left shoulder any amount. Keep your shins parallel and press them down against the floor. Slowly come up. Reach the left arm up. Inhale. And then circle the arm down to the floor. Cow spine, inhale, arch. Cat spine, exhale, round. Come back to center, reach the right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm goes over to the left. Slowly bring the shoulder down, relax the head down. Left hand, press it into the floor, start to roll onto the outer right shoulder. And then slowly come out. Reach the right arm up and come back to table. Just one time, inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Stay here in cat, right? Round that spine, pelvis tilting back. And then listen carefully. Keep the shoulders right over the wrists. Step your knees back a good 4 inches. And then with the shoulders stacked right over the wrist, again, draw the tailbone back to your heels. So you're still in this cat spine. But then reach the ribs forward through the upper arms. Keep your pelvis tilting back, tailbone long. So your pelvis is in cat, but your chest is in cow. Inhale here as you exhale. Bend the elbows to about halfway. Elbow tips grazing the ribs. Pause. Broaden the collarbones. Gaze forward. Chin is neutral. Pull the belly in and then come down onto the belly all the way. With your hands grazing the low ribs, lift your chest for baby cobra. Pause here. Press down through all 10 toes. Lift the shoulder heads away from the floor and then squeeze the elbows in towards each other. As you exhale, tuck the toes, come to downward facing dog. And then take a few breaths here, downward facing dog. You can pedal your feet. You can swing your hips a few times side to side. Good. Finally, come to a still downward facing dog. Reach the right leg up and back. Keep your foot flexed, hips level. Step the right foot to the right thumb. Tap the back knee down to the floor. And then reach your arms up. Low lunge on Vinyasa. Good. As you inhale, reach up and lengthen the sides of the waist. As you exhale, place your hands onto the floor or blocks. Straighten the front knee and flex the front foot. So this is runner's stretch. Your hips are just stacked over the back knee. Pull the right hip back a little, curl the right toes towards the shin, and then as you inhale, extend your chest forward over the toes, and as you exhale, hinge at your hips and fold. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, reach the chest forward. Exhale, fold. And then one more inhale and exhale. In this last exhale, just stay low. Let your spine round, let your head hang freely. Good. And then plant the right toes onto the floor. Bend into the right knee again. Take the back shin and swing it behind you and bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Press the knee and the shoulder against each other. Left hand comes into your hip. And you're going to inhale and extend your chest forward. And then exhale, rotate your chest up and maybe extend the left arm up. So it's like a modified side angle. If you want, you can take the right toes forward, really having the knees stack over your ankle. Inhale, extend the chest forward. Exhale, rotate your ribs up. Circle the left hand down to the floor. Come to runner's lunge. Back toes tuck. Back knee lifts and you're just looking forward. Inhale here, and as you exhale, step forward into a forward fold. All right, in a forward fold, have your knees soft, have the feet be parallel, and hips distance. Let your belly touch down against the upper thighs and release the spine down to the floor. Take your hands now into your hip creases. Soften the knees even more. And then as you inhale, extend your chest forward. So sternum goes forward and you're going to pull the hip creases back with your thumbs or hands, opposite directions. As you exhale, fold and start to pull or lift your hip creases straight up to the ceiling. And then maybe straighten your knees any amount. Release the arms. Roll yourself up to stand. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, come to Tadasana. And again, reach your arms up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold over your legs. As you inhale, come into a halfway lift. Remember the hip creases going back, your sternum center of your chest going forward. Plant your hands onto the floor and then step to plank pose. In plank pose, you're going to tap your knees to the floor. Have your shoulders stacked over the wrists. And it's the same position that we did before, right? So your knees are behind the hips. Lengthen the tail to the heels. Move your ribcage forward. Look forward as you exhale. Bend your elbows halfway. Pause. Broaden the collarbones. Lower down. Inhaling to a baby cobra. All 10 toes press down. Shoulder heads lift. Elbows squeeze in. Exhale. Come to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Reach the left leg up and back. Toes are flexed and looking down. Hips are level, both knees straight. Step the left foot to the left thumb. Tap the back knee down. Reach your arms up. Come to a low lunge. Anjaneyasana. Good. And just as you inhale, reach up, press into the left heel. Go up as you exhale. Bring the hands down to the floor. Block. Straighten the front knee and flex the toes. Hips are just stacked over the back knee. Right, as you inhale, extend the sternum forward past the toes. As you exhale, hinge at the hips and fold. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, extend the sternum. Exhale, fold. So you're going this undulating spine kind of thing. At the bottom of your next exhalation, let the spine round, let the head hang freely. Left knee straight. Right, and then step into the left foot and stack your knee over your ankle. Just make sure it's stacked over the ankle. Right, so your shin is straight. You're going to take the back shin behind you. Place the left hand next to the left foot and then make a strong connection, knee and arm. Right hand on your hip. Inhale, extend your sternum forward. Exhale, rotate your ribs up and extend the right arm up. Circle the right hand to the floor. Come to runner's lunge. Look forward. Inhale, and then step forward and fold. Halfway lift, send the hip creases back. Chest forward, knees soft. Fold, knees straight and hip creases go straight up. And then roll yourself up to stand. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, come to Tadasana. Good. Step your feet all the way together. Press the thigh bones back and lengthen the tailbone to the heels. Release the arms down by your sides. Soften the front ribs. Let the crown extend. Let the shoulders be soft. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Fold as you exhale. Halfway lift. Plant your hands. Step to plank pose. Stack the shoulders over your wrists. Lengthen the tail to the heels. Look forward. Inhale. As you exhale, rock forward a little and then bend your elbows. Chaturanga. Elbows squeeze to the ribs. Press your heels back. Legs are engaged. Lower to the belly. Come into baby cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths. Spread the fingers wide. Have the pointer fingers parallel with each other, hands shoulder width or a little wider. Roll the biceps up, forming the triceps in. Keep your knees soft as you send the sitting bones straight up. And then the last thing is the legs start to straighten and the heels come down to the floor. Step the feet together, lift your heels, soften the knees, look forward, and then step where you can hop to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, soften and fold. Come up to stand, reach the arms up, come to Tadasana. One more time, sun salutation A, reach the arms up, inhale, fold, extend the spine, plant your hands, step to plank. Inhale, prepare the body. Exhale to Chaturanga. Come to baby cobra and then press up, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Keep the weight shifting back towards the hips. Press the hands forward. Step your feet together. Lift your heels. Soften the knees, look forward. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, extend the spine. Fold as you exhale. Stay in the forward fold. Locate your blocks and put them on the highest height in front of your mat. And then come up to stand. Reach the arms up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, come to Tadasana. Good. From here, with your feet together, bend your knees deeply for chair pose, Utkatasana. And then on your exhale, take your hands to the blocks, straighten the knees, come to standing table. So now make sure the shoulders are stacked over the wrists, fingers facing forward. Soften the knees, send the hip creases back, extend your chest forward, and then straighten the knees. Good. As you inhale, reach the left leg straight back, supported warrior three. Reach the right arm forward for a bird dog variation. Option to get light on the left fingers. Option to extend the left arm forward for warrior three. Back leg straight and strong, toes curl down, hips are level. And then step back to warrior two. Open up. Good. Back toes facing forward a little bit. Right knee over your ankle. Reverse right arm over the ear. Lift the right hip up. Exhale, side angle lunge. Right hand to the floor or block. Press the knee against the arm or the shoulder. Reach the left arm up. As you inhale, reach the sternum forward. As you exhale, rotate the ribs up and then reach the left arm over your ear. Extended side angle. Circle the left arm to the floor. Walk your hands along the long side of the mat. Parallel your feet. Inhale, extend the chest. Exhale, fold. Take your hands to your hip creases, soften the knees. Go ahead and tilt your pelvis down more using the hands. And then maybe kind of lift the hip creases up towards the floor. All right, then straighten the legs, press the thighs back, and release the head down to the floor. Hold on to the opposite ankles. Move the shoulder heads away from the floor. Wide-legged forward fold. Take the hands back to the front. Come to a runner's lunge. Look forward. And then step back, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, come to chaturanga. Upward facing dog or baby cobra to downward facing dog. Step the feet together, lift your heels. Soften the knees, look forward. Step, or hop to the top of the mat. Halfway lift and fold. Bend the knees, chair pose. Inhale. Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale. Feet together, bend the knees. Sit well. Exhale, standing table, hands on blocks. Soften the knees, send the hip creases back. Send the chest forward. Straighten the knees all the way. Inhale, reach the right leg back. So imagine that you're making an indentation with the right heel. Toes curl down, hips are level. Extend the left arm forward. Thumb turned up. Get light on the right toes, fingers. Option to extend the right arm forward. Warrior three. Reach the arms forward, reach the back leg back. Step back, warrior two. Open up. Left knee stacked over your ankle. Back toes. Face forward a little bit. Reverse. Left arm over your ear, lift the left hip up. Exhale, side angle lunge. Hand comes down to the floor or block. Right arm goes up. Press the arm against the knee. Extend the sternum forward. Then rotate your ribs up. And then reach the right arm over your ear. Extended side angle lunge. Release the right arm down. Turn to face the side. Legs are wide. Extend the spine forward. Lift the sitting bones. Exhale, fold. Take your hands to the hip creases. Roll your pelvis forward more. All right, your knees can be soft. When the pelvis is tilted enough, straighten the knees and take the hands to the ankles. Lift the shoulder heads. Walk the hands back to the front. Come to runner's lunge. Step back to plank pose. Inhale. Come to chaturanga. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Tap the knees down to the floor. Take a seated position. In this seated position, let's work with the props. You're going to take your blanket, open it up to this fold, and then roll it the horizontal way into a small bolster. Have your strap as well. Sit with your legs facing forward. Take your hands and move the glutes back behind you so you can feel the sitting bones pronging down. Pelvis is neutral. Extend your heels forward, flex the feet. Take your hands by your sides and then find some length through the spine. Dandasana. So legs extend, quads are active, low belly is taut. You're going up through the crown of the head, but your chin is soft. All right, release this effort. Take your bolster blanket and put it around you right into the hip creases. So when you kind of fold, you can feel the blanket compressing between the upper thighs and the low belly. Okay? And then grab your strap and take the strap around the balls of your feet. All right? And then leave as much room on the strap as you need so that you can come back to your Dandasana shape, meaning legs are extended. Leave a little space between your feet, maybe a fist width. Legs are extended, heels are extended, spine is extending up, your arms are straight. So you're fully looped, right? There's no break anywhere in the body. Take a deep breath in, send your sternum forward over the toes. As you exhale, come forward an inch or so. Start that process of compressing the blanket. You can move your hands forward on the strap. 4 more times, just like that. Inhale, extend the sternum forward. Exhale, come down, compress the blanket. If the blanket starts to get loose or move, you can always release the strap and put it back so that you can really feel the blanket getting squished. All right, 3 more. Inhale, exhale, come forward. Remember, this coming forward is not a lot. It's a little bit at a time. 2 more. At the end of your 5 cycles of breath, if you can reach the outer edges of your feet, you can release the strap. And then if you can, start to come down any amount. Release the head. Lift your elbows out to the sides and keep the belly compressing down against the blanket. So the blanket acts as a barrier between the legs and the belly, letting you know that you are maintaining a long lumbar spine. 3 more breath cycles here. And then release. Roll yourself up to a seat. Move the blanket out of the way. And then take everything out of the way. Just come down onto your back. Bend your bend your knees. We're going to take bridge pose. And so have the heels under the knees, out of edges of your feet parallel with your mat. Might feel like a pigeon toe in the feet. That's okay. Gather the shoulder blades in towards each other and then lift your hips up. And then you can either hold the mat, okay? Straight arms, thumbs on top, rest of your fingers grasping the mat. You can interlace your hands underneath you. All right. Again, straight elbows, arms pressing down. So as the arms press down, side ribs go up, knees move forward, not away from each other, and then the pelvis goes straight up. Bridge pose, 5 breaths. Keep the knees moving in rather than out. Step down through the ball mounds of the feet. And then release the hands and lower down to the floor. Widen your feet, let your knees knock towards each other. Breathe into the low back space. And then you can gently windshield wiper the knees side to side, decompressing the SI space. Let your knees go all the way to the left. Option to take the left heel over the right knee and turn your head over to the right. Arms can go out into a T for a variation of a twist. Release, come back to center, and then take your knees over to the right. Option to take the right heel on top of the left knee and press it down gently. You can turn your head over to the left. And then release, come back to center. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself one last squeeze. And feel free to rock a few times side to side. Extend the legs forward, arms down by your sides. Good. Let everything get very heavy on the floor. Palms are turned up. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Release. And then take about 3 to 5 minutes of Shavasana. You're on your own here for Shavasana. Rest deeply. And thank you so much for joining me live and on replay. And I'll see you guys next week.